Hey guys, I'm down in southern Maine today. I'm down in Topsom. I just bought a forklift. Paid $4,000 for it. It's a Caterpillar or Mitsubishi, I'm not really sure. It's electric. Should be really nice and quiet. Nice little forklift. No emissions, so that's perfect. I'm gonna get it loaded up on the trailer. I had to stop by the lumber yard this morning, pick up some 2x10s to use as ramps because these forklifts are super low to the ground. And a trailer like mine is made for bigger equipment with more ground clearance. So it's going to be a little bit of a mess around, but I'm sure we're going to get it on there. We've got this nice hill behind me that'll hopefully aid in getting it on there. So we're going to get everything lined up, set up, and we'll get this on the trailer, go home. Well, I'm sorry about that. The phone fell over while I was recording it. So the absolute worst possible time for the phone to fall over. But I got it on the trailer. The ramps were barely wide enough to put it on. I was on the very inside edge. So I didn't really want to mess around. Once I had it lined up, I just went for it. I didn't want to have to do that again. But I'll show you here. You can see where the tire tracks are on the boards. Not an inch to spare. That's all she had. I'm going to throw a couple of these boards down on the deck to drive the forklift up onto, just to spread the weight out a little bit. This weighs 7,600 pounds. It weighs more than my F350. So they're super heavy and they got tiny little wheels, so it's a lot of weight in a really small package. I like to put boards underneath just to spread the load out a little bit, make it easier on the trailer. So let's throw some boards on it. Well, it's a lot easier when you have somebody else holding the camera. There's lots going on here. The ramps are kicking up because I'm sitting behind the axles. So it's picking up the truck and the whole thing's rolling forward. We're gonna keep messing with this and I'll get it up on there and we'll get home, maybe. Okay, that went really well. I had a whole stack of lumber. I thought I was gonna have to make a big fancy ramp, but it went on really nicely. It's a nice forklift, super smooth. I'm looking forward to using that. Nice and small, so it'll be really easy to use in the warehouse. Won't be such a big in the way thing like the Clarks are. So I'm gonna get out of here. So we just pulled into the yard. It's down to single digits right now. It's about 5 degrees outside. And I want to go to bed. So I want to get the trailer into the warehouse here so that the forklift and the batteries can stay warm because the batteries really don't like the cold. And the forklift will sit in here over the weekend, and then on Monday morning pull the trailer back out and we'll unload the forklift and get it down onto the floor. But for now we're just going to get the trailer in. So we'll plug it in to its charger, just keep the battery topped up. When I bought it, it was plugged in, but it's been sitting outside now for a little bit since it's driving up the road. So we want to keep it warm as much as we can, keep it charged up. I paid $4,000 for the forklift, and supposedly they just had the battery rebuilt, which cost them $3,000. These electric forklifts are pretty much worthless without a good battery. This has 7,600 hours on it. Without a good battery, they're worth scrap money. But anyway, so gotta take care of the batteries, super important. I don't know what the difference between a daily charge and a weekly charge is. was Monday afternoon. It was 4 below this morning, so I figured it would be nice to the payloader. Wait till it warms up a little bit, the sun comes out, and we'll get the payloader fired up. We're gonna pick off this forklift with that, and hopefully the bucket and the forklift aren't too tall to be able to get it into the building. It looks like it's gonna be really close. Let's get the payloader fired up, get the trailer hooked up, get it out of there, and get this off. Battery's a little low, engine's still real cold. It's not gonna warm up that much. Gonna get the jump pack, see if we can get these batteries up just a little bit, get it to crank a little faster, fire it up. This payloader is a 24 volt system. Most everybody's car and stuff is 12 volt. So it's just got two 12 volt batteries. This is a 12 volt jump pack. So I'm hoping it gives one battery just enough. And I know people out there that know stuff are gonna say you can't put a 12 volt jump pack on this. But I've done it a bunch of times and it hasn't exploded yet, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, we at the very least need more ether. So ether starts diesel engines faster, like, what does it, retard the timing? Somebody in the comments can tell me exactly what it does. Makes it easier to start, combust, blah, blah, blah. Got some more ether, we'll spray it into here, and it's gonna start up. More likely it's not. Come on! I never doubted it! Come on, honey! What a mediocre engine. They're pretty good, I don't know. Detroit. It's got tiny little tires on it. They're hard rubber, so it's completely useless on anything but dry concrete or asphalt. There's no chance if we roll this off the trailer onto this ice, it's gonna move. So one option is to drive it off. It's very, very tight on the ramps. It's super sketchy. Or lift it off and set it on the ice, but I'm just gonna try to pick it right up. Just drive it right into the building, set it right on the concrete, so it's nice and easy. You can drive as soon as we unhook it. But if we can't fit under that doorway, we'll turn it sideways, point it into the building, set it down on the ice, and I'll just push it in with the payloader. I'm willing to bet that it won't fall. I'm not willing to bet I'm not going under it. Okay, so we got the chains on the hook point, on the lift points, and we're gonna give this a try. Okay.
looking? Okay. I can't see the sides. Am I good here? That's tight. I don't like that. I don't think the bucket's gonna clear on the backside. That payloader is the best thing we've probably bought in a long time. $9,000 delivered for this thing. They can pick up something like 15 or 18,000 pounds. Like that's 7,600 pounds. Had no idea it was there. Buy big equipment. Buy the biggest equipment you can get. It's easy for us on the farm because we don't have to trailer stuff. Everything we have, every job we have to do is right here, so I can just drive it wherever I need to. Not many people that can use a 60s Detroit 4.5 yard payloader, so the price is awesome, and we love them. Big equipment's great. That went good. It didn't look like it was gonna. So you can't even hear this thing running, but this thing is super tight. So far, it's really good. 7,600 hours on it. Ask anybody else, this thing is set for the junkyard. But it works good. It's not leaking oil, which is the first for anything on our farm. So we'll try it out, we'll see. And it's got side shift. I've had some boxes fall down over the weekend, so we can straighten some stuff up, play around with this thing, and I think it'll be great. Super, silent. There's no exhaust in the building. That's huge. We can run this thing during the day when people are here. It's not good to run anything with a combustion engine inside. So this thing I think will be awesome. 4,000 bucks. So far, can't beat it. Every time I get a good deal on these things, it usually bites me. We'll see what this thing needs and what catastrophic failure we find on it. But for now, it's doing good. Check water level before every charge, just above the plates. Management. Huh. Is that post office? Rudy! Rudy!
Pretty slick.
Yeah.
Definitely takes some getting used to. Not used to not having all your revving stuff up while I'm using it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Thanks so much. Have a good day. So we're thinking this thing new costs something like $35,000 to $45,000. It's quite a bit. So this is probably the last place this thing's gonna go before it goes to the scrapyard. 4,000 bucks. Originally $35,000 to $45,000. It's towards the end of its life. Paid a tenth what it was new. As far as I can tell, it's doing everything that a new one would. It's going good, it's smooth. We'll see, supposedly the battery was rebuilt, refurbished, whatever. We'll see.
We'll get the technology to get 30 years out of it. So we'll just keep her going.
What? The technology? When I first looked this thing up, I saw trouble codes, and I don't see any. I mean, there is a display, maybe it just gives you the code. But I'm pretty sure as soon as one
technology.
We have the technology to put it back on the trailer and take it to scrapyard. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time when we buy another piece of junk, piece of equipment.